Bonjour, Year 6. I hope you're well and you're ready for your French session today. So today with our French session, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the sound buttons to work properly. So therefore, guys, what you're going to have to put up with is Mr. Spring's French accent. So we'll see how we get on, and hopefully soon we'll be back at school and you'll be able to hear a more polished speaker than me. So to be successful in today's session where we're learning the months of the year, you will need to learn those months of the year. You'll need to identify how we ask what a month is, and then you'll need to remember the months and consider what events happen at this time. So I'll give you a bit of an example of those in a few minutes. But first of all, we're going to do a bit of a recap activity where we look at some of our numbers between 1 and 31. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a number. You can see the buttons which I'd hoped to use, but unfortunately they're not working for these uploaded videos. So I'm going to say a number in French, and you've got to try and guess what number it is and see if you're correct. So the first one is 18. Write down what you think it is. 18. So 10 is 10, 8 is 8. So 10 and 8 is 18. Well done. 28. Lovely job. Okay, 28 was the second one. 30. 30. 30. See what you reckon. Oh, sorry, I've given you the next one. I'll move on past that one. That counts. Okay, so now 19. 19. 19. How did we do? Well done. Have you got that one? Next one, we've got 21. 21. 20, which is 20. A, which is and then, so 21 is 21. Lovely job. Next one we've got is 14. So cat sounds a little bit like quatre, which is 4. So 14 is 14. Well done. 7. 7. 7. Well done if you've managed to identify that as 7. Now 23. 23. 10. 10. Lovely job if you've managed to get 10 from this. Then we've got 12, which is 12. 27, 27, 27, 20, 20. And set then is 27. Lovely job. 31. 31. Now 30 is 30. So 31 would be, lovely job, 31. 6. Says. Guys, whilst you might find this hard work, Mr. Springs finding Mr. Springs speaking French even harder work. Says. So 16 for that one. And toi, so 1, 2, 3. So this is which is lovely job. Well done, guys, for our retrieval practice on our numbers. Okay, so that's our numbers. What I'd like us to do now is you've got a set of cards on them. And as you look at these cards, first job is to try and match the English to the French. Okay, so you've got some English months, so 12 English months and 12 French months. Okay? So if you see, you've first of all got your French cards, and you can see those cards there. And then what I'd like you to try and do with janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, sorry, août, September, October, November, December, and it's quite easy because they're in the correct order. Can you then match the correct month card for the English ones to them? So we've got January, you get the idea, guys, and we go through those. All 12 of those. And you can notice lots of similarities about them, about how they're written. You can notice that all of them, I believe, start with the same letter as their English counterpart. You can also notice some interesting differences. All of them have a lowercase letter at the beginning of them rather than a capital letter, which differs from our English use of those proper nouns. Now, I don't want to corrupt your understanding of how to say these months, and therefore I think the best way for you to do it is to look at this other video. So I've put this in with your pack today. Just have a look at that a couple of times. Practice saying them based on what's said in those videos. So janvier, février, mars, avril. You notice with mars particularly, and with the August, août is really short, really compact sound. Okay, really short sound. Mai, juin. I struggle with July, so have a go at that. September, October, November, and December. Have a go at learning those 12 months, looking at that video. Once you've done that, we're going to think about c'est quel mois. Now, if my question is c'est quel mois and my answer is c'est janvier, what do you think c'est quel mois might mean? C'est quel mois? Well, it's a question, and my answer is c'est janvier. So c'est janvier. If I think back to the previous page, janvier is January. So c'est janvier is it's January. It is January. What might my answer be? My question be? Well, if I'm asking at the moment, c'est quel mois? What month is it? Yes. So c'est quel mois is c'est janvier. So c'est quel mois? Everybody say it. C'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? It's January. C'est janvier. C'est janvier. So what month is it? C'est quel mois? Everybody, c'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? And now everybody try and say it's January. C'est janvier. C'est janvier. Okay. Now we'll try this again. The pictures give you a bit of a clue about which month it is. C'est quel mois? Okay, so we've got some lambs bouncing around. They're having a lovely time. Is the correct answer c'est avril or c'est septembre? C'est quel mois? The answer is c'est avril. It's the best season of the year. Printemps, spring. Printemps. The printemps, so it's spring. So c'est quel mois is what month is it? And the answer is c'est avril. So it is April. C'est quel mois? Janvier or c'est août? What do we think? Is it janvier or août? C'est quel mois? Everybody say c'est quel mois? C'est janvier. Yeah, it's January, isn't it? We've got our snowman and we've got our sledges. We're all having lots of fun. Next one, c'est quel mois? What do we think? We're sleeping at the leaves. C'est quel mois? Everybody say c'est quel mois? C'est quel. Now, can I have your answer, please? If we're sweeping up leaves, do we think it's in July or October? What do we think? It is c'est October. Okay. Try and listen to that video so you get your better pronunciation of Mr. Spring before you do this, though. Next one, we've got fireworks. So when do we think that would be? Would that be in January or February or in November? C'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? And let's see, it is in November. Okay, so November. Okay. C'est quel mois? What do we think here? In December or October? C'est quel mois? Hopefully, we've not put it up in October. It'd be far too early, said December. So c'est quel mois? Everybody, c'est quel mois? Lovely job. Okay. I've got sports day. It doesn't tend to be until near the end of the school year. We weren't here this time of year last year. You weren't anyway, year fives, apart from lucky old Manny who had to come into Kiwa class. But most of you weren't because it was July. Okay, July. Okay, that's when I think you particularly need to listen to the pronunciation. It's one I find a bit of a tongue twister. So try and listen to the video for that. Next one we've got when it's raining, when we have these showers this time of year. So c'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? C'est avril. Yeah, so it's April when we have showers. Okay. Now we've got Easter eggs. So this is when that bunny chap comes along and drops them all down and gives us all lots of chocolate. C'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? Which month? C'est quel mois? Is it the same month every year? Is it always the same? Is it always in May? C'est mois? May? May? Or is it sometimes in one month and sometimes another? Lots of a spot in it is sometimes in March, sometimes in April. So if it's c'est mars ou avril, what do we think that means then? What does ou mean? Ah, so some of us have spotted it's or, so c'est mars ou avril. Okay, well done, guys. Okay, now all of you, Kyron especially, are going to be buying me lots and lots of chocolates, I'm sure, on February the 14th. Unfortunately, it might get a bit mouldy before we get back to school, but you can eat a few and save some for me. I love a mouldy chocolate, do I? C'est quel mois? C'est quel mois? Which month is it? What do we think when you're going to be buying me those chocolates? C'est février. Okay, so in February. Okay, guys, now we've got some images here and we've got incomplete points where what I'd like you to do is add the correct month next to the image. So if you see how we've got our Christmas tree and we've got next to it c'est Décembre, and on your cards that are part of your pack today, you should be able to correctly spell and correctly write those months. So if you see above the E in Décembre, there's that italic which shows the way that we should be pronouncing it. Similarly, guys, between the E and the C within c'est, there's that apostrophe which breaks, and it's similar to our it is, it's a contraction of it and is, so it's got the apostrophe as the indicator of it being a contraction. So for number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so for those 5 months, could you write the c'est and the month for those? And for obviously for 4, we'll need more than 1 month because we said earlier that it was 2 months for Easter. Now, On that, what I'd like you to think about is the 5 or 6 months which we haven't featured, and you to draw a picture for each one and to write down that when that would be happening. So it might be you show something you like to do, it might be something that you think of that time of year. If your birthday is in a particular month, so thinking of maybe May or March, then you might draw a picture of your birthday cake or something like that. Okay, you can think about something like that. Okay, and that's your challenge. And then next to each of those images, we need a lovely piece of it is and the French month for that year. As I say, guys, do have a look at the video, and here's some help for you. Have a look at the video of somebody who's a little bit more confident pronouncing their French months than me, because that will assist you. Okay, thanks very much for your attention, guys. See you soon. Bonjour. No.